I am Dungeon Master, your guide in the realm of Dungeons and Dragons.
All right, welcome back, everyone. I am the Dungeon Master, and this is Doomsday Aftermath. Tonight we are rejoining the heroes question mark who have recently been the victims of a complete data hack and download after a newcomer has, arrived on the scene. Lex Luthor showed up and burst through the ceiling, and, there's just been some general chaos and disarray.
Up in
And,
space.
yeah, well, all kinds of places, although that is where Lex Luthor and Tremor have been as of late. And so with the computer systems down, you guys were not able to get the full story on Miss Slimelight here. However, new data has been processed by said analysis systems that um, do the blood testing and the, facial recognition, placement, all of that stuff, all the high tech sci-fi things that you see in spy movies and superhero movies and all of that. They're they're able to tell you everything about all of these uh, vigilantes, would-be heroes, villains, whatever category they might fall into. You get your data from a system designed by Batman and in conjunction with Superman and Martian Manhunter and all of the greatest minds and technologies and all of that coming together. Cyborg. So together they've built quite the array of technology and software and everything to be able to really get a full picture of who you're dealing with and what their possible strengths and weaknesses and all of that would be. And Viv,
Hmm.
we're going. Oh, go ahead.
Nothing. I had just some connection problems. So if you addressed me in the last few minutes, I didn't hear you.
No, I was giving a general update as to the fact that they just got updated to the fact that you are not showing up in their system. So,
Oh, how curious.
yeah, so Viv, Great King Rat is MIA in a current mission, as you know. There's some time flux variance. If you've ever followed comic books closely, you know that happens from time to time. Little continuity errors here and there, but we're just going to ignore that and pretend like this is how normal time elapses. And so Great King Rat is missing in the battle currently, and you would be like the next most responsible person to get the alert after Killer Moth is like, oh, hey, by the way, the computer system just printed out one of those really old-timey printer sheets with the perforated holes on the side, letting us know that Slimelight is not in the system. And of course, the only reason that it's doing that is because we're using the super old backup systems until we can get this data breach system under control.
Aha. Yeah, that sounds really interesting. I'm going to look into that right after I close out this deal. I kind of have a penny to go get, and the Batmans need my money.
Good lord,
Of course
what
they
kind
do.
of... Go ahead, what's that? Deep Knight says something to Viv?
Of course they require money.
Adarkus, what were you about to comment on?
Killer Moth also comments on that. As Deep Knight says that, Killer Moth turns to Deep Knight and says, I know, right? What kind of dimension does she come from?
Well, it's certainly one of lots of law and order.
Yes.
Anyway, so what were
Absolutely.
you going to say, Addy? I'm interested in that.
Oh, just that you have to go pay back money.
I remember making that deal with those Batmans, the Bat family, who need money,
Oh,
and I need a penny.
You're not
Otherwise,
talking about your dimensions. You're gonna go pick up the giant penny.
Yes, because they have, I don't know, skeletons locked up in their basement that are going to breach containment if their power goes out or something.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take care of that. I'm going to, abscond with my my penny rightly earned henceforth, and then I'll respond to that.
They're really upset about that too, by the way.
Sorry, guys. You want to fucking grease the wheels? That's what happens.
Well,
Anyway.
That's a giant penny that they've had for like 30 years.
I see. Well, it's time to move on.
All right. So you are the proud owner of a penny, or I guess GKR is when he gets back.
No, it's my penny.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, I remember it's my money.
Oh.
Because I cut the deal with the Penguin.
That's right. I thought he only gave you part of it, though.
No, because the date. Yeah, I agreed to go on a date with him, so he cut me a check.
That's right. All right.
Anyway.
Well, then, yes, indeed, you guys are you are in possession of a penny, and that's great. And they are in possession of enough money to keep the lights on for another
long time.
Yeah, they don't use that much in 90 days, obviously, but you know
Yeah.
they have other concerns and all of that. So they're good for a while now. They're gonna see through this next financial year and
They have enough energy for a plot convenient length of time.
yes, correct.
Yes.
As soon as those skeleton needs to break out for plot reasons, the power will go out.
Right,
Funny how
correct.
that works.
Right. So for now, crisis averted. Everything's good. You have a date to go on at some point, but for now, you get a giant penny for whatever purpose that serves.
Uh-huh.
And now you get the alert of Slimelight is not in the system as did you give them a false name when you signed up?
No, I just introduced me as Slime Knight, and no one asked for my real name.
They would have had you fill out some paperwork and take a blood test.
Hmm. Huh.
Blood
Huh.
test. Do they have blood?
No.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
They take whatever piece of you they can to test.
Whatever fluids.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Huh.
Like Clayface signed up and, obviously he doesn't have blood at all, but they took a bit of the clay to like test for whatever DNA they could find in him.
I think. Yeah, I think I'm just since I'm not that creative, I just gave them the name I had first. So Marie Esser.
All right. And that name, Marie Esser?
Yes,
Marie
that's the name I gave them.
Yeah, Marie Esser does not come back in any of your systems as like a real person that existed at any point in time as like anyone other than all of a sudden like 3 months ago just shows up or 6 months, whatever. Some small amount of time ago shows up in Gotham Hospital but like supposedly has all these like degrees and all of that, which you can't find any records of either.
Wow, that's really interesting.
And then the rest of it's still being worked on because the computer's really slow right now as it's still in a data breach lockdown phase.
Okay.
Right?
Totally normal. Nothing con.
You're good with that?
How should I say this? In context, don't care.
But I'm Killer Moth
Yes,
and
that is a good decision. Keep doing that.
I'm Killer Moth and I'm head of security when I have decisions to make, and so I'm bringing this to you because obviously I'm just a mook minion henchman, so I don't want to overstep my power level bounds here, but at the same time don't make me report you to Lex Luthor.
Oh, report me to Lex Luthor. That's going to be wonderful. Here, let me just put this one into you. Black Lanterns are invading. So, if there's some sort of, how would I describe this, bureaucratic misdemeanor occurring, it's not something I'm all that interested in. I would suggest that you investigate it yourself. Oh, and don't threaten me. It's not really worth doing.
But concealing their identity, that's you're not concerned that this is a villain or I don't know.
Or
What? Me, little old me? I would never.
listen, if they are a villain, That'll come to light in time. The truth
Yeah.
is that if they behave themselves and do the job, I don't really care where they come from.
Oh. Well,
And
go
if
ahead
this
and roll a persuasion check against him to see, just how convincing you are,
Yeah.
because if you can also use your attractive bonus.
Yeah. I was gonna say that fucking last sentence to the fucking effect of. I kind of lost the thread of what I was gonna say.
Oh, I'm
Whatever.
sorry.
Yeah. So here you go.
Pretty good.
Yeah. So Killer Moth, he hems and haws a bit about it. He's not thrilled to just like let it be swept under the rug, but he says, well, since the system's in a lockdown mode, this information won't be automatically relayed to LexCorp, Home Office, Justice League
Wow.
anyway. So I suppose it doesn't, hurt us too bad right at the moment to just kind of ignore this and wait until the full DNA analysis comes back.
Yes. And that's another thing, the data breach. Wow, I really do have bigger fish to fry. Yes, if
Wow,
this is
that
still
was
bothering you
surprisingly easy.
later, I can get back to you on it. Just not yet.
Wow.
Anyway. Alright, cool.
Yeah, who would have known bluffing your way into the Justice League under an
It was
assumed
so
identity?
fucking easy. I was like, whew, that's not really. I was like, wow, this was surprisingly evil. Easy, easy.
Yeah,
Of course.
no wonder why there's like a whole villains organization. Like, who wouldn't target these guys?
Look, the thing I would say is that if I were more personally invested in the fucking league, like, I would look into that shit. But like, it's very much a fucking real fucking typing mishmash that Viv was asked to make that decision, because in context, Viv really wouldn't care.
Oh, right, you're from another dimension and all of that. Like, yeah.
Yeah, no, Viv does not give a flying rat's ass. Go ask Wayne for one of those.
He doesn't
Flying
quite
at
fly,
ya.
but he's plenty zippy.
Yeah. Uh, so yeah, she bluffed in. I'll probably mention it to her later. I mean, because like I know now, but like whatever.
Okay, so
You should probably forget about it. It's not important.
Yeah.
So now you know, and whatever you do from now until then, you can make it clear. But at some point, it will be later. So, do you want to do something in the intervening time, or would you like to? I guess confront would definitely not be the right word, but
No, I'm not gonna. Wasn't Slime like going somewhere to kick someone's ass or something?
that's not happening.
That has not happened yet.
Yes,
That was a flash forward.
correct.
We're currently in a flashback. If you haven't
Correct.
noticed the gray scale filter above everything.
Oh, okay. That's neat.
Slimelight is surprisingly fourth wall prescient.
It
Yeah.
shows so much, in fact, even that if she isn't there, she's still intervening.
Man, just I have hard decisions to make now.
Well, as you are back at the Justice League Gotham Hall, at some point you're going to walk into the room, and Slimelight, Deep Night, Kite Man and
yes.
a few of the lower ranked hero rookies who they don't get a name uh, are
Oh,
are all sitting around. Are you
wait.
guys playing video games or
I thought we
watching?
were fighting. I thought we were fighting.
Again, that is a moment in time that will be happening in the future slash present.
We just got the teaser at the end of
Understood.
episode.
If
So
anything,
you guys are in a flashback slash catching up phase.
The time stream is tying itself into knots because we're missing key players.
Correct.
understood. So, in
So we're
any
having a
case,
filler.
Date Night is just sort of like practicing the battle strategies with the with the recruits.
Yeah, that's actually good work there, Deep Knight.
You then are not in the room. You're off doing something with other guys, but everybody gets a break. So, sitting around in the day room, either watching television or playing video games on the huge, it's got to be like 10 feet across screen, that you guys have installed, is all of the rookies and Slimelight and Kite Man. Well, all the rookies that didn't go for overtime with Deep Night. So Viv, what?
Right. Well, since she's here now, and I haven't thought up something better to do in the intervening time, I guess I'll pretend to be slightly more worried and do kind of a finger snapping pass where I walk by Slimelight and say, "Slimelight, can I talk to you in private for a moment?"
I mean, you're doing it just right now, so probably yes.
Well, it's not in private. You guys are surrounded by other people right now.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh, okay. So we mosey over there.
Yes, there will be much moseying.
So you pull Slimelight aside, or maybe even two aside.
Yeah. And with that, I simply kind of lead with the obvious, Slimelight, I just wanted to talk to you about something.
Oh, what is it?
Our records indicate that you registered under what seems to be a false identity.
That's weird.
Do you know anything about that?
No.
I would make an insight check, but you're not really sounding convincing at all.
She sounds as convincing as I am. Her presence is 0 and her persuasion is also 0. So you can imagine how convincing she is.
I just love that. Like, do you know anything
No.
about this? And she just looks like stone faced. No.
No.
I don't even know.
I'm just first deny everything before you admit to anything.
That's perfect strategy as far as I'm concerned.
It's gonna fucking. The eyebrows are gonna go right up at this performance, and they're going to go like, "Are you sure?
Yes.
You do understand?" Let me add something to this. No, actually, I don't think that's really necessary. Okay, you just go on doing that. Let's see. Yeah. Okay.
I love how Viv is doing like cost-benefit analysis of like having to do paperwork on this, and it's just like, nope.
No, the thing was, I wasn't gonna do anything about it, but if they gave me a reason that I could stomach, I would at least give them a heads up, like, well, someone who isn't me is gonna be angry about that in like, I don't know, a week or something. That was what I was gonna say, but I never got to that part, so I'm just like, well, all right, you just take an acting class, and then I'm gonna leave.
Oh, that worked. I'm basically playing Tom meme. I don't know. I didn't expect to get this far.
I just, I'm probably the worst person to investigate this and be like, well, when Wayne figures out, he's probably gonna give.
Basically, during the discussion, he wasn't thinking about cost benefit. She was like, oh, right, I remembered. I don't care.
It's that, and also I was like, yeah, no, okay, I'll put that differently. It's like, okay, well, before that, it's like, how should I say this? Wayne is gonna figure out eventually, and when he does, he's going to be a little more forceful than me. If you have a good reason, I could probably give you a little help. If you don't, I'm not gonna tell.
Think. Is it just the wrong name?
I don't know. Is it? Is it the wrong something else?
As of right now, that's the only thing that the report is saying, is that this Marie Esser, it does not exist, did not exist at all before like 6 months ago, and all of a sudden shows up with a bunch of degrees which appear completely legit, other than the fact that they just sort of came into existence 6 months ago.
Yeah, I'm gonna go, well, I guess I can't particularly say the name is wrong per se. It's just the fact that the entire identity seems forged.
Well, I was a vigilante. It has something to do with that, to protect my family. Yeah.
Yeah, that's illegal.
Well, vigilantism is technically also illegal, and I'm still here, so.
You're no longer a vigilante. You're
Yes.
like a government worker. But the part about lying on a government document and hiding your identity, that's illegal. Well, good luck with that. There's not much more I can say on that matter then. That time I do leave.
And so much for that.
Okay, so, well, meanwhile, Deep Knight, you're training about 3 rookies who have decided to work overtime with you. 2 of them do not have any powers whatsoever, and one of them has a really weird power where he can basically smell really bad.
Well, I'm teaching them the basics of Atlantean martial arts.
They're really hard to do in a non-water filled environment.
Yes, but this is and just sort of it. It's the kind that's even though it might not be in the right environment, it still is useful.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you guys are good warriors in any environment, but Atlantean martial arts is an underwater thing. Does
It
it?
seems useless until that one day where you get kicked into water.
Yeah. Well, you know, with global warming, maybe it will be useful. But
And there wasn't any like villain that has water based like ever, so when would that ever come in useful?
yeah. So I just wanted to make it clear, though, Deep Knight, that although you're perfectly capable of teaching them how to fight on land, um, Atlantean martial arts is an underwater thing. So.
Understood. So
But you're gonna need to roll your fighting in order to see how well you have trained these rookies in, the basics of
where is the fighting?
on your main tab, is it? No, it's yeah, main tab. All right. So you have done a very proper job in teaching these rookies the essentials of uh, tripping and downing an opponent and pinning them and incapacitating them in order to take somebody out of the fight without necessarily
Non-lethal takedown.
yes. And so you go through that, and it's all going really well until
The Fire Nation attack.
yeah, his adrenaline kicks in, his fight or flight response
Are you rolling something, DM?
no.
Oh, because it just suddenly stopped. So
What?
Yeah,
Oh, sorry. I was describing that the smell is so bad that not only are you forced to clear the room, but eventually the entire floor needs to be cleared and like chemically scrubbed.
and just Deep Knight just sort of leading the others out of the floor and just saying, "All right, if anyone needs to head to the training floor, I am unfortunately have to say that it needs to be sanitized."
I'm so sorry.
It is all right. Though that is an impressive power. What do they call you?
And most people just call me Skunk Boy.
Skunk boy. There's a lot of skunk boys.
Is there really?
When there's a lot of superheroes with the name boy at the end.
Ah, yes. None of them smell this bad, though.
Uh, Well, in any case, I imagine those stink powers could be used at disabling various foes.
Mostly everybody just gets away. like gets away from me.
Hmm. Don't put yourself down. You can always train yourself to make it more useful. I can imagine there's always a way to better improve your powers.
Hey, and just disorienting someone for a few seconds can be enough.
Yeah. Still though, he's pretty young, and you can imagine smelling bad. It didn't exactly endear him in like school or anything.
Indeed. But I imagine it's sort of like this kind of smell that isn't just like basic body odor. It's sort of like this sort of skunk like smell, as hence the name.
Well, I mean, it's way worse than skunk like. Um, they just call him skunk because he stinks. It's worse than a stink bomb.
Well, in any case, you should always try and practice your abilities and try and see if you can better use them. I can
I've
imagine
always.
great.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I always imagine. I I I always thought as a child that bubbles wasn't going to be useful as a way of battling, but once I got the hang of it, they became an essential part of my fighting styles, as you saw with the exploding bubbles.
Always unuseful, angry Caesar noises.
I've always just tried to suppress it so that I can get through life without scaring people away.
Yes, yes, but when you fight against the villains, it's important to make sure to use it wisely.
All right. So, you give him the after school pep talk.
Yeah,
Everybody's special.
not just like everybody special, that you can always improve and all that stuff. He's
Right.
not just saying that everyone is special. He's saying that he can always improve.
Yeah, I got you.
And then I sort of turn to, is Viv nearby when we get out of that room?
Uh,
Yeah, sure. You can be walking out as Viv and Slimelight are wrapping up.
And he sort of sees them and says, "Ah, hello there. How are you? What are you folks talking about?"
personal effects. Personal effects. In any event. Uh, hmm. You alright?
Uh, just had to get through some difficulty with this with training some of the new recruits. One of them had a bit of an accident with us with one of the places, and his flight response sort of stunk up the battle room. So I wouldn't suggest going near that floor for a while. In any case, I imagine this skunk boy will probably have a should turn out to be a good superhero if he practices his abilities more.
Uh-huh. I see. Well, that is certainly interesting sounding. Is there anything I can help you with?
Well, is there anything? I was wondering if there was anything I could help you with.
Not presently.
So, as time goes on, the computer is repairing itself, more and more, but it's also like hitting certain snags, and your team is having trouble.
Uh-huh. What is the snag?
Well, I'm not a computer genius, so like I don't know exactly what it is. It's something that is, causing your computer's repair and restore to not proceed.
So it's basically Windows auto solve problem. It basically does nothing.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, that thing, I don't know what to do with that piece of information.
Well, your computer is now like stuck in like a Stone Age state until you can like progress.
I see.
Well, you
Interesting.
might as well try and. Deep Knight sort of thinks to himself and says, "Is there any chance there is someone in Blackgate or Arkham that is good with computers?"
Yes, there is a very, very high chance of that.
Because unless we are, unless someone, some, unless we have some sort of miracle from the gods, we are going. This our computer system will be stuck like this for a while.
Yeah, isn't it such a shame that these tech support tickets always take so long to get resolved?
Deep Knight just sort of sort of just scratches the back of his head underneath his helmet and says, "So, should I go to? Is that a saying of should I go to Arkham or should I not go to Arkham?"
I think that is a perhaps aggressive stance to take. Also, even if there was someone who could help at Arkham, we would have to pull strings to get him out here, and I don't think we have the favors to call in. Not to mention, anyone in Arkham who could help us is also just as likely to insert a exploitable vulnerability into our system to help them later.
Oh, that's a fair point.
Let's not be ridiculous. I would never do that.
Uh, who said that?
Your favorite,
The GM.
the Mad Hatter.
Who's the Mad Hatter? Oh, that
Yeah.
guy,
Oh, no.
right. I forgot about him for a split second.
Jarvis Tech.
Is he here right now?
No, he's
You should
in
not be, no.
He's in Arkham.
Just I just was sort. You confused me for a second there.
No, I was doing it like, you guys were saying go to Arkham to get somebody who's good at computers. Jarvis Tech is such a man, and so, when it was said that he'd slipped something in, he was like, "Oh, I would never do that." But no, he's not there. Just a joke.
Yeah, that's sometimes what I fear might be misunderstood.
Mm-hmm. Trust me, if the Mad Hatter was in your area, you'd be rolling for initiative.
Why?
Because the whole brain control thing.
Also, he
I
tried to kill you.
sorry. I think my brain isn't he like a chump to us at this point? Can't I
Yeah,
just walk over and beat him to unconsciousness?
yeah, but he still tried to kill you.
I know. I'm just saying, if he were here, I wouldn't think he was an initiative-worthy combat event.
Hmm. That way.
Yeah,
Understood.
yeah.
Well, regardless, whether he would be worth rolling initiative for or not, there would be combat, is all I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Maybe a short
Fair enough.
combat, but there would be combat.
And as we're Deep Night Sir looks the slime light and says, "So,
Zero. Okay.
how are you doing now? Well, with your new surroundings. I hope it's
Mm,
not too uncomfortable."
no, not exactly. By the way, now that the computers are down, that also means all the databases are down, right?
Yep.
As of right now.
And there's not a physical copy of anything?
There's
Keeps
physical
copies.
There's physical copies of stuff, but probably not updated in the last 20 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the sort of problem we are sinking in.
And don't look at me. I'm not a computer specialist. I have a little bit of experience with technology, but I'm not a programmer.
Indeed.
I fix people, not computers.
So it's clear that none of us are good with computers.
Correct.
Mhm.
And it wouldn't be the best idea to go to Arkham to find someone who's good with computers.
It'd be the best. As it happens, we don't have any great options to resolve that right now.
Uh, are you sure that there's no one from Knight sort of just drums his fingers a bit and says, "From your dimension, that's good with computers."
Oh, there are lots of them, but that type of involvement is not something I can do so spur of the moment.
And why is that?
Yeah, so that's just how that works out.
Deep Knight asked, "Why is that?"
Does Viv respond?
Yeah, I did.
I didn't hear it.
You didn't?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll repeat my response. That's weird. The simple answer was, oh, yeah, lots of them. But, like, it's not something I can swing as to that type of involvement right now.
And Deep Knight said, "Why is that?"
There are rules in place. Rules that I am also not able to fully explain to someone like you, I'm afraid. You'll just have to take my word for it.
And Deep Knight just sort of sighs as he just sort of sits down on a nearby chair. It sort of creaks a bit, but just sort of sets into place.
Yeah. So as that is all happening, you guys begin to get increased police scanner chatter about Joker gang member attacks, robberies, like bars and gas stations and um, your typical targets for robbery, but the increased number of Joker clown mask wearing crimes is concerning.
I assume this is an invitation to check that out.
Yep, seems like as good at anything to do as ever. Never a waste of time to help people, I guess.
So
No, I'm ready to head out.
We I'm we are sort of all ready to hang out.
well, as the police, radio chatter picks up, there is one group of Joker clown mask wearing thugs that are blocking um, a alleyway, and anybody who like passes by is getting like harassed, um, assaulted, robbed, etc.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's go respond to that.
Something wrong, DM?
No, I'm getting your tokens on.
Yeah, he's
Ah,
prepping the thing for us.
hey.
Well, I'm just gonna put this dog right here.
You have a dog?
Nope.
Yes.
Oh.
Huh.
Almost done. It's a lot of clowns.
Oh, by the way, GM, did you put the payment for from last week towards this week?
Yeah, we can discuss that outside
Okay.
of the session, but yeah,
Okay, sorry.
of course. No, it's all good. Just letting you know that, like, yeah, I already said that was what we were gonna do. So,
Okay.
I'll make sure everything gets handled. We'll discuss what to do to
Yeah.
best accommodate that, and yeah. All right.
Oh,
So
this is small. I have to.
you guys can go ahead and roll for initiative.
Okay, give me a have to make this a bit bigger. Expand. Enhance. Okay. Mm,
What
eh,
is it with me and initiative with armored characters?
That's still
well,
better than average. See,
combat.
look at Viv.
Initiative.
I mean, I've I've had that similar sort of initiative with with my D&D characters currently.
Yeah. All right, Slimelight. As you guys arrive at the alley and the Joker clowns begin to gather around, giggling and laughing as they approach with guns and bats and
That's a
knives
lot of
and
dudes.
yeah, and it's a lot of angry dudes who feel like nobody gives a crap about them and they want to take it out on somebody, and that somebody is gonna be you, but you react first.
Well, uh, well, I'm just gonna punch a dude. Seems like appropriate response.
Yeah, they got weapons and they're coming at you like, oh, you guys think you're just gonna show up in our alley? Well, let us show you what we do to heroes around here.
I will just first. Wait. Does any of them have ranged weapons?
Yeah, they got guns and all of that.
Well, I first of all, I'm going. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Why do I have prone movement? I'm gonna go prone, which essentially means I just go more liquidy. More liquidy than usual.
Yep.
And then I'm just gonna punch. I mean, multi-attack allows me to attack multiple people. I'm just gonna attack. How do I ping on the map?
You control left click on the guys you want to attack so that it auto targets them.
Shift, left click.
Control left click.
So I think these three guys. Let's try this multi-attack, multiple people thing. Okay, so multi-attack was basically I make 3 attack rolls. And every one of them have a -3, right?
Yeah, so under the modifier at the bottom, you type in -3. It's at the bottom of the chat there. Oh, you found it? Okay, good.
-3. Okay. Then I just attack 3 times. Does it keep the modifier 3 times, or I have to type it in?
It'll do all 3 attacks at once.
Okay. This looks not too bad.
Yep. So all 3 hit with at
Wow.
least 1 level of success, 2 on the one guy. But I don't think that matters
Alright.
since
1 level of success, so nothing. Not 2 level, because 2 levels means a +2. Okay. As I said, level of success still confuse me.
You did get 2 levels of success on one of them.
Okay, so the first one just normal damage. Oh, all like that. Okay, and one of them is a +2.
That would have been the middle one.
Yeah, but I can't. I had to. I think I had.
No, it's okay. But what I'm saying is, because he failed by 2, the extra 2 still only fails him by 1. By 1 level. He failed by 2. Extra 2 means he failed by 4. 1 through 4 is still just 1 level of failure.
Okay. Well, I still punched the guys.
Yes. And one of them is staggered. And as he kind of gets knocked back on his heels, one of them is just knocked out. And the other one, managed to roll with the punch a little, and he's only bruised.
So I think the guy who got taken out was the number 19, right? Failure incapacitated Joker Clown 19.
Yeah, I took him off of the
Okay, I'm
off
gonna
of the map.
unselect this. Okay, that was my standard action. My movement action was going prone, I think it was.
Yep.
That's how going prone work.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's my turn.
And then you end your turn with the combat tracker, the sword in the
Oh,
upper
right.
right.
Combat tracker. To me, combat tracker. Oh, that's it. Up there. Hey, oh, and by the way, did you read the question I sent you last about the token? Should I send you?
I don't check Discord while I'm DMing, so
okay.
I will try to look at that when I can.
I mean, I can just, while I sit around, just do one with token stamp.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I mean, I don't have anything to do until basically the next turn, so. And I have that in my favorites. Token stamp. Bada bing, bada boom. Right. Oh, but also, I need to put some combat music on.
Deep Knight, your armor deflects all of the bullets as the Joker clowns begin to fire their automatic rifles at you. However, it still hurts.
Oof. Strange. I thought I would have had a tougher AC. Huh. Wait, I rolled a 5, so it checks out. Sorry.
Oh no! The bullets are hitting you like so much that the gravel and everything being kicked up from the bullets firing all around you is just like starting to cause you to get confused and dazed in the battle.
Don't stop that! Oh.
Weird flex, but okay.
Oh, what happened? It didn't. There we go. Damage. All right. This one runs up and tries to punch Viv. This guy is staggered, so he just kind of moves back, and that's the only thing he can do.
Aw.
This guy runs up and tries to punch Viv.
Do they look so much more punchable?
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not touching that. That is weird.
Deep
I
Knight's
mean-
wearing armor. Viv is not.
And Slime Knight is weird. They're staying away from that.
Yeah.
That looks gross. Oh, thank you.
Exactly. Deep Knight, you are staggered as the bullets continue to just pound your armor. They're not getting through and like actually piercing you or anything. You're Atlantean, but it's still a lot of like damage. It's like getting punched a bunch.
Yeah. Not pleasant, but not fatal.
Correct.
Ah, that is selecting a token.
Deep Knight.
So, thanks to the fact that I can attack multiple targets, I can do this.
Neat.
You're targeting yourself, Deep Knight. There you
I'm
go.
gonna punch myself in the face. That's not how you punch. This is how you punch.
Yeah, let me show you how it's done, boys. Ooh, you bubble blast these minions.
And daze some of them.
You staggered one,
And you
incapacitated
incapacitated one.
another.
So the bubbles are popping in a way.
Yeah.
And their sonic explosion just dazes and incapacitates most of them.
Pop, pop.
Pop, 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 pop.
Also, Why? Why did I choose my wrong character? Tremor would have my Tremor would have a field day with this. Because she basically does.
all
she
thrusters
does-
to maximum.
All my Tremor. I also have a hero that's called Tremor. It can send out shockwaves, and this would basically be one shockwave. Everyone basically is down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to mention, by the way, as it got to my turn, the fan in my computer started whirring faster and faster, like it was preparing for takeoff. Yes. Also, attending the game from my lap is my girlfriend, in case she talks.
Which she will,
Shush.
at great length, whether
Yeah,
you want her to or not.
Yeah, okay. It's been a little while since I just punched some dudes. Gonna take me a nice -2 here and strike at these two jokers. Hey,
What a bunch of jokers.
wow, those checks. Okay, guys, who's punking me?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they both rolled
How
really
could you
high.
miss? They are 5 feet in front of you.
She didn't
I
even miss. She hit them so softly that their like noses honked and nothing more.
Wait. Wow,
okay,
you
let's
really
be
are not a
serious. I'm gonna
punching
kill
lady,
everyone
are
in
you?
this room.
I think that dimensional stuff that you use to attack is better at offense.
No, 19.
Ouch.
Oh, Deep Knight, you're dazed again.
Huh.
All the jokers are like, yeah, get that hero.
Kinda offended that I'm just getting ignored. Kinda. But on the other hand,
Well, it's not so much that they're ignoring you as that they're firing at the heavily armored dude in front first.
he seems less likely to dodge. Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And also is a lot more threatening in appearance.
Hey,
No need to get insulting.
I can be threatening.
You are getting lucky with a lot of these rolls. Oh. Well, thank God it was no effect with the 19. I didn't see that it was level of failure one. I'm sorry. I thought that was level of success one. So I will balance that out. The next hit will not actually deal damage. There we go.
You add damage gets added automatically, or do we have to add it?
Yeah, no, it automatically adds the damage.
Okay.
And subtracts the appropriate amount from your roll when you get bruised, etc.
By the way, the prone condition, since I have prone fighting, you have changed that to just a +5, right? Because prone doesn't give me the -5 in melee. Because of prone fighting.
Yeah.
Just as an FYI, since it seems it could be coming up soon, and I want to do that before you do combat rolls and have to go back and subtract everything again. So I'm just warning you beforehand.
No, I do appreciate that. Absolutely. Thank you. Oh, I didn't shoot my gun at you. I tried to punch you, but same. Wait, no, it's not, because it's not versus your dodge. Here. There you go. Slime light.
Well. Huh. Hmm. This does not look like she likes to be in melee combat. Oops, no. Cancel. Okay. How do I move the map? Eh, eh, eh. Can I also scroll in the map? Click. Can I move my camera around, basically?
Yes, if
Ah.
you go to the bottom, there's that circle on the bottom right. Yeah.
I see now. Okay. Well. From what I've seen, Riv is not a good melee fighter, but I saw her use a rifle before, right?
Yes.
And I'm not really someone who punches a lot of dudes really fast. So you know what? I'm gonna try. Give me a sec. Don't make any weird stuff. Oh, wait, can I do that? Yes, I can, since I made the defect dynamic. Okay. Basically, I made where detention movement forms dynamic alternate effect, so I can basically shift stuff around. So basically, I can use my enhanced strength 4 with my elongation at the same time. Basically, I'm not using, for example, the points I have in flight. You know how dynamic alternate effects work. I don't need to explain this.
Right.
Basically, since I have a lot of powers in my movement, powers that I don't use at the same time, it basically checks out. I don't have to do small time adjustment. It just checks out most of the time to explain what I'm doing. So I'm going to try to grab Viv and put her on one of the rooftops where she can, first of all, go into a cover from shooting from their fire and can shoot down and use her rifle
Don't
instead
do
of
that
trying.
thing that you're specifying now. Not you, little. First off, I'm immune to firearm damage, so I don't care. And 2, I don't have non-lethal ranged weapons.
That's not good.
Yeah, if they were shooting me, the bullets wouldn't do anything. It's kind of a stroke of luck that they happen not to be targeting me. Kind of imagine people would have forgot that I don't take bullet damage.
They don't know anything about that. They're just shooting at the heavily armored guy at first because they want to take him out.
Yeah.
Well, let's give them a little bit of a distraction, shall we? Basically, well, I have to rethink what I'm going to do now.
Sorry, yeah. Viv is particular about her positioning.
Yeah, in a fight with real enemies,
wait a fucking second. I'm not going enhanced. I don't need to grapple these fools. So I'm just gonna basically I have enough speed to basically Spider-Man swing myself over here. If I just use, I think one rank or 2 ranks of speed is enough for that. Yeah, and I'm gonna fly over there and then punch these 3 dudes. I think you have to approve the movement, right? That's how that works.
Yep, 1 second.
Yee.
There you go.
Okay. Wee. Okay. Hello there.
Oh. Whoa.
And good night. I'm basically doing spearing and punching all of them. So just double click this. Oh fuck. Whoops, I forgot to subtract 3 from everything. So should I roll again or?
Yes.
Okay, so -3, and let's do this again. This time in the right way.
Oh, there you go.
Basically, my critical effect increases. For critical effect, I'm just going to increase the toughness rank by 5. So,
Yep, go ahead and push +5 in the modifier then.
yes. Oh wow, all are critical hits.
Yeah.
That's a lot of damage.
Yes, it is.
Now that's a lot of damage!
Even the guy who rolled a 20 still got bruised. The other two were staggered.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm basically doing elephant to get lick.
You're spinning around like some kind of mad,
Beyblade.
mad dancer, and just smashing them with your slimy arms.
Yes, but I'm slime, but that's how slime strike work. I can also harden myself, so the top of my fist is basically hammers, and I'm just turning myself.
Nice. And then don't forget to end your turn.
Oh, right. Hey, I clicked it.
Seeing you do that, this guy changes his target.
That was the plan. And I'm also right up in their face, so. Oh wow. Fighting music that came just on is the Knight Rider theme. Strangely fits still. How could you miss? She was 5 feet in front of you.
Well, a lot of the bullets are kind of like going through you and all that.
Yes. Basically, I assume Deep Knight can tank a lot of hits, but why risk stuff?
He can tank a lot of hits. Deep Knight, would you like to use your hero point on that one?
Or you could try to wait until my turn, and I think I can do something. Actually, now I can do something about that. Which would have been a smart idea. Oh fuck.
Deep
God
Knight,
damn it.
would you like to use your hero point on that?
He's
Sure.
incapacitated, he can't talk.
Yes, I would like to use a hero point.
Okay, give me a second. Gotta reset you to staggered.
God damn it. Alright. Did he just fail really bad, or?
Yeah, he rolled a 1. So,
Oh, okay.
So he's gonna spend his hero point to try and redo that.
I mean, I assume he has high toughness, from what I've gathered, but I mean, he only got a little bit of bruising, but from someone who played a toughness defense character, I know that the tricky thing about that is that you get worn down, literally.
Alright, so you are not dazed and not bruised because you have +10 to that.
Indeed.
Alright, if you re-roll, you get a +10.
Or if it's below 10. If it's above 10, it's just whatever it is.
Ah. How many bruises bad does look Deep Knight? I
8.
lost track.
8.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, he's kind of beat up.
Oh fuck. I have to get over there. Fast. Or I hope I distracted everyone good enough.
You,
I suddenly don't regret my decision in trying to distract them.
yeah, you've done good. You know, I mean, it's just not everyone turns and fires at
Yes,
you,
but from what I now heard, everyone that does not target him seems like a good idea.
yeah. And these guys start to spread out and double team you, Viv, triple team you. So now they are aiding each other. They punch you in the face, but like it doesn't even hurt.
Cool.
Natural one. Wop wop.
He tries to punch you and you just like slip past him like Spider-Man and you look
I think
at
with the
him.
natural one, I didn't even dodge him. He just punches.
Yeah.
He just trips.
Yeah, and you just watch him it's like in slow motion as you make eye contact as he looks ridiculous and you're like, "What are you doing?"
He tried it.
No, 19. Viv, these guys keep punching you, but like they hit like flies, like mosquitoes. All right, I'm staggered,
As it should
so
be.
I'm gonna go ahead and stagger my Joker clown ass on out of here.
Oh no 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 no! I'm gonna do a scorpion in a second.
Deep Knight, you are incapacitated.
Oh fuck!
Oof.
Time to press M for medic. When it's my turn. Eek. Oh, so long.
Viv,
Okay. Back to the hitting. Little, stop doing that. Let's see. I will punch.
want me to punch size your face for free? Oof! All 3 of them hit. Uh-oh. No, 19, but also a 1.
Again, those are actually great toughness checks. It's kind of flummoxing that such low-end enemies are shrugging off my hits.
Well, you know,
Remember they are Gotham. Low level sucks.
yeah,
These are the same Joker clowns I've been fighting since the beginning of the game.
you do some.
Hey, they also have been learning in their time.
Yeah, right. You do some Jet Li stuff where you like, punch.
Oh.
You punch 2 of them, but when you punch both of them at the same time, you don't get like a full, hip and torque and everything into it, so it doesn't really do a lot of damage. But then you spin around and roundhouse kick the last guy, and I mean, you take him right out.
Oh my! We planted this.
He's just knocked out. All right, so this guy is going to
wrist
turn
kick?
around and try to punch you.
It's not good. What does track again? Vulnerable. Vulnerable was halving your active defenses, right?
Yes.
Hmm. Damn you! Why did I make my character lore appropriate? I mean,
I stagger myself on off the map.
well, we can catch them later. Okay.
Slime light.
Let me think. It cost me an action. Should I risk it for biscuits? Could. I'm torn. I could try to just punch a bunch of dudes, or try to revive Deep Knight. Fuck. Doesn't look like they're going to try to finish him off. So I think I'm going to try to reduce the amount of enemies. Yeah, I'm going to attack the three guys that stand around me. Oh, it worked. Okay. And yeah, I'm just going to attack normally. -3. Not good. At least I hit one of them.
Yeah.
Oh. Doesn't it automatically... Okay.
Wait, what? What's wrong?
I mean, why did it roll damage for all three of them? I only hit one of them.
Oh. Yeah, it doesn't automatically
Okay,
take that off.
Against which one?
The first one, and then so the other two, bruised and bruised. I just have to take off a bruise. That's fine. 9 and 25.
It does not say which attack was against which one, so...
Yeah, it's a weird thing that it doesn't do that, but...
Oh. Well, anyway. Okay, that was my action. I still have my movement action, technically. You know what? Yes, I'm going to move over here. More on the thick of it. And since I'm jumping around and punching dudes, I hope that I garner more attention than the already down dude on the floor.
Right.
I'm basically trying to get the attention on me, so they don't attack
Absolutely.
all the way down Deep Knight. Damn, you guys really are clowns. You can't even hit the board side of a bed. I mean, I'm right here. Oh, right.
And fire. Actually, though, I'm going to move over here and use my flamethrower.
Ooh. So, a dodge check, I assume. If it isn't AoE, but maybe it isn't.
It is AoE. But it's not letting me pull this up.
Maybe it isn't. So,
1 second.
if it isn't AoE, I have to roll a dodge check. If not, then just attack away.
Yeah, you do have to roll a dodge.
Okay. Oh, what the fuck was just happened?
Uh-oh.
I just got kicked.
Yeah, that's on your end. I assure you I didn't do that, so just re-log in.
Currently, I'm logging. Find file list. Okay. So, if it is a dodge check, an AoE, then I basically have to roll the check. So, give me a sec. It's loading. Loading. On. How do I reopen the combat map?
1 second, I'll open it for you.
Okay, then moves it over here. Makes it a bit bigger. Then fit to size. Bada bing, bada boom. Hey, you updated my token. I think that was it, probably. Yeah, that probably was it. Anyway. Okay, so it is an AoE, and luckily, since I have evasion, I get a +5 on that. So I'm gonna do that. So +5 on the dodge check. That is how it works, right? Evasion. You can have +2 on dodge resistance check to whatever effects. If you have 2 ranks, you get a +5. Okay, yeah. Everything's okay. And then no.
Yeah, so the flames spread out, but you turn into the slime and dodge out of the way.
Haven't your parents not told you not to play with fire?
Ha.
But by the way, don't I still have to do a toughness check since in a successful dodge only halves the effect, right?
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. It's just the flamethrower is very unlikely to deal anything to you with only half.
I still could roll a natural one.
It's true. It's true. All right.
I just remembered since I'm also playing an AoE character, so I just remembered that I still have to do a toughness check. So
No, it's true, but see, I forgot. I can't have it like that. So now that was actually no effect.
yeah, so it's half the effect, so it would just be a +5, I think.
Yeah,
So it's 13.
right.
So and toughness AC is 15 plus toughness, right? Or what was it?
Your toughness roll was the 18, and then it's
Ah.
half of the 21, which was 11. So no effect.
Okay. I understand. Okay, so I mean, I dodge out way, don't get the full brunt, and the slime just doesn't catch fire.
Right. All right. So this Joker clown turns and tries to punch you.
Gut. I will admit, having a character with high active defenses does mean a lot less sweating with toughness rolls.
It punches you, but your
just goes,
non-solid body, like you're like
Mm.
flubber. You're like, what? Get out of here.
Slimy. And then when he pulls his fist back, it's like a dry little.
Yeah.
Oh
Finally,
wow, a natural
one of
20.
one of them critically hits you as they riddle
Remember,
your body.
it's an assault rifle, right? So -5 because of prone.
Yes.
Okay, so toughness check. I still think. I mean, right, a natural hit always hits. So
Right, but also, how many degrees of success is that? Just one. Okay. Because it is multi-attack, but
that's why the -5 is still important.
yes. And then it has no effect as the bullets just kind of rip right through your slimy body.
Basically, my active defense is dodging, so I'm basically I'm actively like making myself softer so the bullets fly through me. And this one wasn't fast enough, but it still gets absorbed because slimy.
Yes. Oh man, Viv, you are just really good at hand-to-hand combat, and you dodge and parry and weave out of the way of these guys. I mean, they're like clowns.
Meanwhile, Deep Knight gets no respect and just is knocked out all the time.
I can't risk it. It's too many enemies.
He walks up and
There's the
shoots
toughness to back
you
that up.
on the ground.
God damn it.
You are bleeding out and
One of them
dying.
attacked Deep Knight.
Yes.
Oh fuck. Okay. So much for that.
You're like, yeah, you know how you guys said to use non-lethal damage? Yeah, screw that.
Well, that was weird. Okay. Okay, that fucker wants to die. Got it.
Oh, this one actually bruised you, Viv.
I see. That's the Nate.
He punches you like it's a low blow to the kidney from behind.
Ow.
Ow.
And I am gone.
What?
That guy staggered himself on out of here.
Okay. Good for him. Futile, but good for him.
Deep Night, you are dying.
Yeah. Oh, fuck, I should have gone towards them. God fucking damn it. How does treatment work? Skills.
Viv,
Treatment is... Treatment.
This is bad.
Yeah, I know.
Where the fuck is it? Investigation. Treatment. Okay, 15. Should be possible, right?
oh, hold on. Let's let Viv take her turn and then we'll.
Oh, sorry, I'm just thinking out loud.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
Your
See,
point, yeah.
he's dying, right?
Yes.
You could try
He's
to
dying
make...
whether it's right or wrong.
Yeah,
You
okay.
could make a DC 15 treatment check to stabilize him.
Well, I mean, I have teleport others, so I'm just gonna reach down and take him to a hospital. I'll be right back.
Okay, I got this. These guys are pretty bad.
Yeah, just give me like 12 seconds.
And but get me later. I'm a doctor after all.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
basically, I'm gonna go to give her the address of the hospital I am working at, actually.
Yeah, so I'm gonna reach down and grab Deep Night by the collar and teleport to a hospital.
And
Why?
there's not a thing I can do about that, so you do that.
So that you don't die. Am I misreading? Would you like to bleed out on the floor?
But I thought you were going to do a medicine check or something.
Yes,
I'm not a
he's
doctor.
gonna do that. He of no enemies around. And
Yeah,
then
I'm not a doctor.
And it's a DC 15 check. The only reason why I would attempt it because I have a plus 15. So I only fail on a natural 1, but I would fail there anyway. So that's exactly the reason why I put my treatment at 14 exactly.
Yeah,
So,
he's getting you the medical check. He's just making sure it's done by someone competent enough to do it.
and I even have some healing stuff, but that would mean making myself vulnerable. And I rely on my active defenses to not get hurt. So I can't really do that. But I can only do that afterwards to speed up the healing.
So you sleep off that bullet in you. We'll come check on you later. Anyway, I spend my entire turn moving Deep Night since I have the teleport that takes a full round action, so I can't go there and back with 2 move actions.
Yep.
Well. It's just you guys and me then.
Let me end my turn.
Yeah, that's just the way we wanted it the whole time.
Great! Then we are in the same boat. And my arms bulk up a bit. And my smile extends past my face. I switch from just letting bullets fly through me to actively deflecting bullets away with small tentacles. Just to show how much cooler I am.
Nice.
To say no, I'm not just liquid, I'm also more skilled than you. I don't even need to be intangible to block your bullets.
I stagger my clown butt on out of here. Slimelight.
Well. Beyblade time. I think -3 seems like a good number to reduce my active attack by. Or should I? Nah, I think is a good number. Yeah, let's just continue with that. So -3. On the other hand, I mean, I can't really do anything, so I should just focus on knocking one out. You know what? I'm just gonna focus on 2 guys. And, I mean, I don't even have to need to protect anyone anymore, so I can just take my time. Boom. Okay, one of them hit. So against which one? Really is a problem, man.
The middle one, whichever one you targeted, in the middle.
Okay, so it takes this away, and that works.
Yep. Unfortunately, he
Natural 20.
toughens it out, and yeah. Hey, Rocky, when did you get here?
Well, okay, that's my active movement. I'm just gonna stay here. There's no reason to move anymore. Okay, that guy needs 1 punch just to himself. Got it.
So anyway, now that Rocky is here, we can kind of move forward with some other stuff. So we're going to move forward with the natural conclusion here that
I mean, they can't harm me, and even if
Yeah.
they do some damage, I have regeneration now. So
right. So
it's just a matter of time until I punch them all out one by one.
exactly. So we get the picture of, like, you dodge, the bullets go through you, you knock out a couple minions, lather, rinse, repeat.
And I don't really let anyone escape, since yes, they moved away, but I know which direction they went. I'm faster than them, and Slime Sense is really accurate.
Well, it does take you a while still, though, to take out the rest of the active ones. So
Seems okay.
there's a possibility that a few escaped, and either way, there's some crawling away. That some of them are still knocked unconscious as you stand alone in the alleyway, but others are limping and crawling and trying to get away. You've done your job. You've thrashed the clowns and taken away their guns and sent them packing. And so now, after a hard fought battle,
For them.
well, yeah, I mean, you still had to, like, fight for a while.
Arkham game style level. It's like a lot of enemies. It's like takes a while.
Yeah, even when you're grinding low-level minions, it's amount of time and effort put in more than, like, actual danger faced, per se,
Okay. So we can say that just if Riff will pick me up, I hope so, then I also speed along Deep Knight's recovery with my programmable cells.
Yeah, I mean, Viv does come back, I assume.
I hope. I mean,
That
maybe
was the
she
plan.
doesn't.
So, Viv comes back, and you guys are, able to go and take Deep Night. I should have said this right away. You don't actually take him to a hospital. You take him to the Justice League Gotham Hall, where you guys have your own medical infirmary facilities.
Yeah.
Well, I still basically I'm going to be like I failed basically to attack him. I'm gonna patch him up myself.
Sure. Oh, absolutely. No, that's what I'm saying is it's even easier than you trying to convince even a hospital that you work at or whatever to like just let you, take over for somebody. Like you're here at the Justice League Hall. You're a doctor. They have your medical license on record, et cetera, et cetera. So you are fully capable of going and handling Deep Night. However, as you guys arrive, Great King Rat is back from his thing, and again, we already acknowledged that the timeline has gotten a little convoluted here, but that just makes the game that much more like the comic books because that's what happens. So
Someone had issues out of order because they
yeah,
got
it happens, and it's funny too because like I'm a DM in like regular D&D, Pathfinder, etc. games, and like I never let continuity get messed up, but in this I'm willing to let it get a little wonky because that just makes it that much more like an actual comic book. So um you guys come back to the Justice League Hall after Viv had dropped off Deep Night to find that Great King Rat has arrived and is getting debriefed by Killer Moth. GKR, are you there?
maybe, but in the meantime,
Yep.
so
Cool.
there it is.
Yeah, just give him a second.
Yeah.
So, GKR, Killer Moth, almost immediately upon you arriving, wants you to know that there have been several security issues, and basically the computer is locked up and frozen, with you guys unable to figure out how to get it to continue doing its reboot restore thing in order to no longer be in like safe mode, and so there's that. So your computers are like basically all on lockdown mode right now. There was a report that came through before that completely happened. You don't have the full information, but using the old like 80s 90s
Fax machine.
yeah, it prints out a thing that lets you know that Slimelight gave you a false name. Marie Esser does not exist. Well, to be completely accurate with you, Marie Esser exists, but did not past 6 months ago. And so for the last 6 months, this Marie Esser has existed with a fully like legit medical license and all of this. But
And like the active activity to back up that license.
yeah, but like before that, like did not exist. And so there's that. And then also Deep Night is in the infirmary with a bullet wound dying.
And Slimelight just went into the operation room.
Well, not yet. Great King Rat got debriefed on this, and right as he's finishing up the debriefing, they arrive, and you get the alert that Viv and Slimelight have arrived at the Hall of Justice.
I'm gonna be immediately in which direction is the hospital?
Yeah, the infirmary's on the ground floor for quick emergency access and everything.
I basically speed flow my way over them.
Was Wayne dealing with the Azazel thing until somebody came and picked his ass up?
Yeah. We're gonna deal with that when Tremor is able to join us next week and all of that. So we'll have a continuity readjustment session next week.
Yeah. So basically, when I go into the hospital room, I basically go up to Deep Knight and be like, I don't know much about the Atlantean physiology, but basically just stilling the blood flow and just keeping the wounds close together should heal themselves, right? It's just with humans. I assume so.
It's just sort of like fading in and out of consciousness and just sort of says, "You look like a jellyfish."
I'll take it as a compliment. And I basically, my hand basically gets very thin, and I first go in and pull out the bullets without the blood, since I left it in there. And I put them on a tray basically on the left. And then I put my slime again in the holes and basically seal them up, basically pull the flesh together. And some of the yellow or orange slime remains on the wounds and keeps it shut.
That's good because it turns out that one of the things about Atlanteans is that you got to keep their wounds wet when they're healing in order for them to heal properly.
Huh. Okay. Do you want me to roll my healing checks?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So, programmed cells. So it's how do I roll this? It's a DC 10, so 1d20
Well,
plus 14.
wait.
Huh?
Before you're able to do any of that, what is Wayne / GKR doing?
I mean,
Not interrupting this. It's,
if they don't do anything actively, I don't care about that because I have a patient.
Right. No, I just wanted to make sure because he might like stop you before you even like get to it. I just wanted to make sure. Okay. So
it'd be funny to halfway through this walk in and just give Deep Knight the blood that makes you heal yourself. Yeah.
Okay, so I just rolled 20 plus 14.
About 5 minutes into surgery, Wayne walks in and uses magic to heal Deep Knight.
I don't. But basically, both have healing, so I get to get first, more or less. And also, he has a lot of bruises, so basically, I think we both have to roll multiple times.
Well, you are healing him using your science and your medicine.
No, not exactly. I could do that, but I'm gonna use my programmed cells. And I'm gonna basically I'm going in, pulling out all debris and stuff like that, and then pulling in the clothes and leaving behind any damaged cells get basically replaced by some of my biomass I leave behind. I give them basically basic programming to basically function as his body cells until his body replaces these cells naturally.
Gotcha.
Or if it is unreplaceable cells, they just stay there.
Right. But as you're doing that, Great King Rat.
From a mechanical perspective out, it's a healing effect.
Right. No, I get exactly what you're saying.
Okay.
But as you're doing that, Great King Rat comes up behind you and casting a spell, like the wounds just instantaneously bond and like the slime is pushed out and he just has the slight scar of where the wound was, but otherwise is completely healed from the healing magic that.
How much of the healing rank does he have?
10.
I have 14.
Oh my goodness. So
yes, I turned my entire regeneration.
I'm not, trying to downplay what your healing is doing.
So basically, I don't leave behind any scars.
Yeah, I'm just saying that your natural process is more interrupted by the magic, which is slightly more instantaneous. Is all I'm getting at. Like it's just you go through like a medical procedure with him. And then Wayne just comes in and casts a spell behind you. And although, yes, his healing is slightly worse and leaves behind a little scar, it is instantaneous, where yours was like taking a few moments.
I do like the idea of the slime leaving somebody fucking marbled like a cherry cheesecake with like a little bit of that yellow in there while the cells regrow. That is a very cool visual. A plus.
I'd like to put thought into my characters. I don't like to throw random effects at my characters without giving it thought.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely, and
And I thought it would be a cool, like, unintuitive or like different kind of healing.
right.
It's outside of what you'd expect. No, Wayne did this mostly to fucking put his nuts on the table because the next thing he says is, "Hey, good work. What's your name?"
First of all, never do that again while I'm operating. Second of all, it's Marie Fuller. There, happy?
Marie Fuller existed.
Oh wait, to be clear, what you just got debriefed on was the name Marie Esser that she gave is fake, and so now she's telling you, okay, fine, my name's Marie Fuller.
You made a fake identity and only changed one name.
I'm a doctor. I'm not a actor. I'm not very creative, and I was put on the spot.
Fair enough. Don't fucking lie in your league form. You're lucky Lexington and a bunch of fucking robots to collect. I don't give a shit. I'm a rat with a single name. But if that fax came across his desk before mine, you would have been in deep shit.
Wouldn't be not like I'm not already in it. Anyway, please never interrupt me while I'm operating again.
It's open. You don't have to operate.
I would hope that I won't have to operate again, but just as Gotham and superheroes in general, unfortunately, I don't think we will achieve world peace in the next few hours.
The nurse who was assisting chuckles.
Thank you.
Been working on something. I'm gonna need an all hands once Steve Dyke's in ship shape, so to say.
I mean, Pete just is. You just healed him, so.
I mean, it's up to him if he's feeling up to it. To be honest.
Deep Knight, you're just laying here as these two are discussing this. You've been healed, but now they're like,
It's awkward. Do I get up now? Do I just lay here?
Right, right.
It's like when your parents are fighting. It's like, ooh, I want to leave.
I'm sure there's a German word that describes that feeling like precisely.
Probably. Well, anyway, what about the clowns in the elevator? Do we just leave them there, or do we get back to collect them, or what's happened with those? Because I punched out most of them.
Well, technically speaking, there's not really a whole lot to be done other than you guys had Gotham PD come arrest, any of them that were
Unable to run away.
Unable to run away, exactly.
So, okay, I'm just wanting to make sure that they just don't get up later and leave while we're all here.
But, it's kind of pointless to, arrest all of them because there's no way you're going to make the charges stick to all of them. And so, you arrest the ones you can and be satisfied.
We aren't.
Do I just need to carry a body cam so I have visual proof of fuckers shooting me?
Like illegal firearms, at least?
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, that's Viv's new support role. They sit somewhere nearby and just record the whole thing while fucking eating popcorn.
The problem...
It's live streaming.
The problem is twofold. One, they're all wearing Joker masks. And two, even if you can like rip the masks off of all of them and like get positive identification and all of that, then there has been a lot of defenses about like the roles of vigilantes and just basically the point is that aside from the ringleader ones or anyone that you have like directly like trying to murder Deep Knight, obviously that guy you guys made sure got arrested, but aside from a few of them, most of them would be looking at like some weapons charges at best that would be really hard to make stick.
Alright, we just have to get damaged enough. Basically, I think next time I have to let myself get hit at least once for every enemy, so I can charge them with bodily harm.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, it basically is what it comes.
I will think about that next time, Viv.
Can't Viv like have a recorder on her or something? I mean,
Yeah, they can.
If you do that, I'm gonna make sure that everyone hits me at least once, so we can charge them with bodily harm.
I mean, technically, I can even take information from my personal narrative, my eyeballs, but that's a bit weird. So I think I'll stick to the body cam.
Oh, really? You have artificial eyes?
It's more to say that I have a combination of eidetic memory and nerve tapping that would allow me to extract the information from my own head.
Interesting.
oh, Viv is very interesting. You should talk to her.
I noticed.
But Great King Rat, you are the so-called leader of this ragtag group, and what is going on is there is an increase in Joker Clown activity, and the computer is frozen up. Azrael is whooping all kinds of butt with his Black Lantern ring, and Slimelight / Marie Esser just revealed that she lied about her name, but the Drury Walker is still convinced that there's more to find out and wants to get the computers online so it can finish analyzing her DNA.
By all means, Rory.
Yeah, but I'm like a biologist. Like I'm not a computerologist.
Well, doesn't your department have a budget? Why don't you hire somebody?
Give me more money.
Well,
you have a blank
Unfortunately, all the money here seems to go to the furniture. Points at the ridiculously overpriced interior of the Hall of Justice.
not our department.
Drury spreads his wingsuit wings in order to hide the ridiculously comfortable security chair he sits in while monitoring the cameras.
So, yeah,
Wow.
to
On
that,
the other side of
hire
Gotham,
somebody.
we don't even have enough money for medicine. Great.
If your department needs additional funding, bring that to my attention.
You guys barely gave me like 2.5 million. This chair alone was like $200,000.
How do you spend $200,000 on a chair?
He has shown it to you in the past, Great King Rat. It is the air-conditioned, heated, vibrating, massaging, adjustable, like power adjustable to like every degree, lumbar support. Like it has everything.
Just let me do biological analysis next time. Or
It's also probably got leather taken from ostriches, and the frame is carved from the wood of the true cross.
Just give me $10,000, and I just asked one of the very capable biologists in in the hospital I work in, and he has it done for you.
Yeah, but
And back.
it's also Gucci.
I can just even do fine. I do it myself. I'm somewhat of a biologist myself.
He shows you that it's got the Gucci signature on it.
Wayne hated
my.
it the first time, he hates it the second time. Not an immense fan. I mean, he's glad it's back in the security office, not everybody can fucking see it.
I don't let
Yeah.
anybody touch this. I mean, except for Wayne if he ever wanted to sit in it, but apparently he's mad at me for overspending on it, so.
Oh, you never let anyone touch it? Really?
If you touch it and get your slime
One of-
on it,
One of my fingers begins to extend. I'm gonna touch it.
I've been looking into some stuff. There are things afoot. It can be assumed that Wayne, that at this point in the canon, Wayne knows about the prison stuff.
yes.
Can he have researched and stumbled upon organically the idea of self-actualization as a way to dispel a Black Lantern?
That I don't think
What?
you would be aware of, but so that everybody else knows at least what you're talking about as players.
I know. Funnily enough, I know what Black Lanterns are. Actually, I watched a summary of that arc.
Yes, but I'm talking about what he meant by the prison thing. So he did some individual research and was able to trace the source of the breach to an extent, and no, not the source of the breach. That was a different thing. The Arkham Asylum thing. And
Arkham Asylum thing and the people going and Roz fucking snapping up to the people at the jail.
yeah, so he has discovered that Ra's al Ghul has been active in Gotham, and with the Black Lanterns coming at the same time, like, it could be coincidence, but
I have a short, I'm gonna say personal mission to do before the day's done. But for the time being, while we deal with people being taken from the prison and made into ninjas, we are on a no arrest policy for Moose. We do not call the cops because worst case scenario, we send a Joker to prison and they come back as a fucking ninja.
Oh, seriously?
Yes.
Wow.
How about a small list of things that dispel regular undead?
Oh, by the way, what is a Black Lantern? Slimenet asked. I mean, could you just smash a lantern?
They're like
No,
a juju zombie with lantern powers.
Yeah, that's what
Like,
that was.
They have
exactly
they have a
I was gonna say-
flashlight?
No, like a Green Lantern, but evil. But not
Oh.
like the other Lantern. Or
So black light instead of a green flashlight.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Wayne did look into fucking the exact thing. I was gonna bring up the exact thing that fucking Viv just said, which is the voodoo zombies and how an animated corpse can be put down. Either there's the headshot, which does not work. There is completely destroy the body, which we haven't been able to try. It's protected by the ring, and there is actually like just the historical self-actualization. Like,
Oh, it's not actually a lantern, it's a ring. Like a weird ring with some weird vector technology?
All right, I wasn't talking or anything. That's fine.
What? Hmm?
Wayne's gonna spread out his notes on like what he's taken so far at the Black Lantern. You think you could whip up something a hardier dispel undead than I could in the meantime?
Dispel undead.
Look on the stuff. So, from what I gathered, it basically is a zombie with a black jewelry. So,
No,
can you just...
no. Whatever you're gonna say, no, because it's also Superman and Wonder Woman as invincible undead with all of their powers, and also they cannot be harmed.
And also bound to this sort of like core of energy.
Yeah, and bound to the control of the original, I believe.
Okay, so basically, I assume... Yes, of course, Wonder Woman and Superman, and they are really dangerous, but could you just pull off the ring?
Yeah, we tried that. First thing I tried, actually.
I mean,
the ring comes
seems like
back.
the obvious solution.
It does, doesn't it? That's why it's the first fucking thing I tried.
Oh, okay.
Ring just came right back to him when Superman busted through the roof and rescued Wonder Woman.
Okay, so basically, if I understand, it basically a reanimated corpse controlled from afar. Instead of trying to dispel the spell, could you try to sever the connection to the control center?
That's Viv's department. It's deeper magic than I can do.
I don't know about that magic business, but I would go about disrupting something.
Well,
Look, I got a juicier angle here, actually. One that I think might work for at least the big blue Boy Scouts.
Well, I'm already carrying my Undead Bane bullets. I might be able to make something capable of laying them to a final rest if they're in a compromised state. Some sort of undeath to death effect. It just wouldn't be powerful enough to affect them while they're mobile. We'd have to incapacitate them first.
I mean, easy done. We seem to keep doing it. They just keep showing up to rescue one another.
Nah.
I mean,
If
they
I were to
can't-
make a suggestion, if I have a knowledge of things, that we should take out the core.
Like the actual Black Lantern core.
like the weird energy source we talked about that all controls them?
Yes.
The central one?
Do you know
Here's the
where
thing.
that is, or how we would get to it, or how to destroy it?
Not only that, Steve Knight, but if we find it, we will have the original Black Lantern, Wonder Woman, Superman, and Azazel at minimum fighting us all at once while we try to destroy a big machine.
The weird magic ring or whatever does not allow them to teleport. They physically have to rescue each other, right? Couldn't you just try to... I don't know how magic or whatever works, but could you just pull them towards, like, someone where they can get to, like another pocket dimension or something like that, if you can do something like that? It would be take a while since you have to fight everyone one by one, but...
It is technically possible. I'm just answering as DM to like make sure that you understand how, the thing works here. It is technically possible, but while they are using the Black Lantern Ring's power, they can block some forms of magic, especially teleportation, and therefore, theoretically, any kind of banishment kind of magic as well might be able to be blocked using the Black Lantern Ring's power.
Yeah, so I was looking at all the kinds of historical, not historical, I suppose it's real, zombie resurrections that have happened. There's been a few, actually. There's been several. Before the computer crashed, I was looking at a fucking lot of them. Depending
That's
on
another problem that should be noted. The whole factor of this computer raid and how to fix it.
that's not my department. Like I've been trying to say, the solution lies in the type of undead. I might have something very stupid. So the hardest to kill undead are either still around because of a curse, which is the case here, or have come back because they have full unfinished business and cannot be by any means dispelled until that business has been carried out. Like a fucking revenant.
Real magic. Weird.
Yes. Can somebody, I stepped away from the computer for a second. Can somebody roll a d20?
Sure. 20.
Hey,
Okay.
no joke, 20.
Wayne puts it together, I suppose, right?
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
What did I just roll?
I think especially with the Big Blue Boy Scouts, if you do not have unfinished business, if you are a whole person at peace with yourself, you can't be forcefully brought back to life, period.
So what could the Big Blue Boy Scout be beating himself up about?
Probably the fact that Lex Luthor is running the world.
Or that, like, you know, the whole Doomsday thing too?
Doomsday?
Yeah. Hey, where did they take Doomsday's body?
Where did they take Doomsday's body?
Oh no.
Okay, Lex Luthor has Doomsday's body, I assume.
Well, of fucking course he does. Ugh.
I'm whipping up a biblically accurate angel illusion to test this theory on Azazel. Because as a Catholic, he should, when it's like slapping his hands together, he should not still be alive. Like, fucked up fact, I was, for a time, raised Catholic, if you could call it that. There's a lot of shit in that book about not being a fucking witch. You know.
It's true.
Yeah.
But there's also a lot of stuff about, like, I'm honestly not religious myself, but there's a lot of stuff about, like, the Big D, who likes to trick people and stuff like that.
I mean, yeah. Who likes to trick people into doing things like existing past their time. Honestly, I think if we rolled up on him with the angel illusion, it's the place of heretics and witches to exist past their time. God has called you home. There's a non-zero chance that just kills him. Because he is a Catholic zealot raised by an order of extreme Catholic zealots. They tried to gild me once. They tried to dip my whole body in molten gold.
Oh, they tried
That
to kill
seems a
you.
little bit. Wow, that's a lot of waste money for a really extra way to kill someone.
They
It's
tried to
just-
kill him many times. That was just the time they came the closest.
Look, I ate a piece of the true cross. Don't worry about it.
Okay. I won't.
That does mean that Jesus is real. I try not to think about it.
Okay. Good to know.
In DC canon, Jesus happened, which is fucked up.
Kinda?
Like, yeah.
God is probably, also real. Isn't that like the one above all is like just literally fucking God?
That's Marvel.
Ah, I'm confusing my canon
There
here.
is a god in the DC universe. Like, the Spectre serves it and everything.
Yeah, Spectre basically is the wrath of God.
Eh,
But yeah, no, Wayne was... this is fucking deep lore. Wayne was hired by the Azazel
floor.
of the church to steal a piece of the true cross from the Vatican. And he essentially half destroyed it in the process.
Hmm.
And so they
So-
are out for his fucking blood. Wayne used to be a fucking C tier villain, like an entry and exit specialist.
Since we can't do anything about like the weird black jewelry that can make zombies, can we do anything about the bodies themselves? Does that Superman guy have some kind of like bodily weakness or like?
Okay.
Yeah, I've actually cooked something up in my head. I'd need to go home to build it, but it would help. The device I specified is definitely possible to create.
No, can we take like 8 steps back? That's the most suspicious thing I've ever heard a human being say.
What?
Oh.
Does that Superman fella have a weakness? Everybody knows about his fucking weakness.
Oh yeah, Lex Luthor ran a fucking press release about it.
How many times has he been fucking presented a green rock on television and fainted like a fucking Victorian woman? Until he gets
It
back
is
up.
certainly and most definitely the kryptonite.
Yeah,
Yeah.
where are you from, Swanlight? You got some stuff you haven't told us?
Are you from another dimension?
Are you from another planet?
Or that?
Both of these are fine. We don't
We don't
Like, I don't-
particularly care. It's just
give a
amusing.
shit.
Well, you guys
Yeah.
are asking pretty forcefully for not caring.
It seems like a really okay. I would say it sounds interesting. Perhaps the most interesting thing I've heard in a while, but
Wayne
it
cares
doesn't really
because
matter.
I care because if the question comes up, if fucking Lex Luthor scans you with a fucking a special beam gun that lets him know you're a fucking alien, and I don't know that, we're both in deep shit.
I'm not an alien, but yes, I think I'm probably not from this dimension, though.
Wow. Now that's something.
Yeah, it is. Anyway, I'm going to go arrest Hugo Strange.
What did he do?
Embezzled millions of dollars.
Oh, okay.
Who's Hugo Strange?
The doctor?
He's like the doctor, the warden, the fucking psychologist at Arkham.
Yeah, that guy.
Arkham?
Anybody, Arkham is where we send the supervillains to be reformed because they're criminally insane.
Oh wow, that's bad. If that guy is corrupt,
Yeah.
did that not come up? Why is that guy the leader?
If with the knowledge I know offhand about him, he's not a pleasant fellow.
Here's the thing, guys. Former villain. I've known he's been corrupt the whole time. It's just that day one of Hero, you can't go and kick the shit out of your old warden. It looks bad. So now he's fucked up and embezzled a bunch of money I've donated. And so I'm going to take him to jail.
I mean, he already is there, but move him a few levels downwards.
Don't get me wrong, I'm tempted to leave him in the lunchroom when everybody's free from their fucking cell and just let nature take its course.
Do you
It's
guys
not very elegant, my friend.
do you guys go with Great King Rat in order
If
to
he lets
confront
me, yes.
Hugo Strange?
If you guys want to.
Might as well.
I'm not.
Hey, Viv,
What?
can I get a key to your pocket dimension for a bit? I'm setting up.
Yeah, Viv, let me get you involved in this kidnapping and
Okay,
No.
what the fuck do you want?
I've been setting up. So you know how there's a chance that if one of us bites it, we'll get turned into an immortal Black Lantern creature.
They kind of, scrunch for a moment and go like, sure, yeah, that's a possibility.
Yeah, I've been setting up a little box of our weaknesses so that if we are ever compromised to a permanent end, we can.
Something similar to like what Batman did with the League.
Would anybody know about that?
no.
I as a player know about that, but I don't think that
Yeah,
someone.
Anyway, so
I don't want to keep the boxes full of our weaknesses. Like,
in this reality,
yes.
that's fine. Sure, you can come on in, but you're not getting a key.
All right, Wynn's gonna pick up a bunch of fucking shoebox-sized briefcases with
Actually,
everybody.
you go
what?
to pick up.
Okay.
They're fucking gone.
All right. Well,
Well,
somebody has a bunch of Silver Age tech that they think can kill us. They are right about specifically the
me.
one for. I mean, there's one for everybody here, actually. Here's the fun thing. There's one for everybody here, including, and the only one I think is a surefire kill is the one for Deep Night.
And what
What did you put in mind?
be?
Freeze ray.
Nice suggestion, but actually doesn't work. I mean, it works, but I'm not particularly weak against it.
No, not you, Slimelight. Deep Night. And Slimelight, you're probably too new to have one.
That's what I'm saying. Probably I don't know.
I'm now incredibly curious as to what you think would stop me.
Oh, yours is super simple, actually. It's just the fucking chain that we took from the teleportation anchor, and then turning you into anyone who would understand what your body's made of.
Well, that would have some interesting long-term consequences.
Yeah, you'd have to metaphorically pull the plug again. That'd be fucked up, and I hate having to.
No, it's not that. It's well, best not to say.
No, actually, the one I got for Deep Night is I was giving a freeze ray as soon as we got a fucking slime member on the team because it's the obvious choice in the moment.
It is an obvious choice, but I mean, it probably will work if it is big enough, but it's not actually a weakness of mine. I can, if I really am out to kill you, I can basically increase the vibration of myself and just keep liquid. I don't freeze and shatter. But if you really want to take me out,
yeah, you need a desiccation ray.
Yes,
Well,
There's
so
a good spell for that.
But I'm not. If you really want to take me
to
out, just explosive. A lot of explosives.
I've got terrible news about the whole desiccation ray front. That's what that is what was in Deep Night's box. In 1989, there was a villain known as Mr. Salt. He was a one-time villain who I think reformed or got killed in prison. I don't remember. I stole his fucking equipment.
I see. That's interesting. Well, this is all nice. It's cool to note that all this important stuff is now missing.
I mean, there's one guest who has it now.
Who's that?
Fucking Lex Luthor.
I don't really think
Mercy was roaming your hall of justice.
I mean, this was in like a locked ass fucking under the floor space.
They're very nosy.
I mean, yeah.
And probably have X-ray vision or something stupid like that.
Well,
Is it-
Lex Luthor doesn't have X-ray vision, but his Superman friends do.
So we're pretty sure it's Lex Luthor, right?
Almost 100%. The good news is it's all
Yeah, but who is that weird baldy anyway? He seems a little full of himself the short time I saw him, I think.
he's the leader of the Justice League. The good news is it's all fucking Silver Age tech that is probably older than our friend Deep Idea.
I mean, they're more than welcome to think, but as I said, if Research wouldn't stop me, if I really were out to kill any people, I would honestly want someone to stop me. That goes against everything I stand for. If you really want to take me out, a lot of explosives, like a lot, would do it, or just probably throw me into space.
Oh yeah,
I won't die, but I can't do anything.
Worst come to worst, throwing just about anything except Superman into the sun pretty much does the trick. So,
Nuclear fusion.
you guys
Strong
go. You guys go to confront Dr. Hugo Strange, and as you walk into his office, you see that his chair is spun around and you can't see him. And that is where we draw to a close.
He does not
For
have
this-
a white cat. I'm disappointed.
For this issue of Doomsday Aftermath. I want to
Been
thank you guys for
expecting you.
I want to thank you guys for
What?
playing. I want to thank anyone who's watching. And as always, everyone, good gaming.
Gaming.